work is in for a dramatic rethink. Take a look. They're known as Generation Y, or Millennials, a growing demographic born somewhere between 1980s and 2000. There are more than 8 million people in Canada in that age group, and as they get older, they're increasingly making their presence felt in society, especially in the workplace.
They have much higher work expectations. They want companies to stand for more than just making a profit. They want to make a societal impact. And they want more flexibility in their careers.
Not just the atmosphere that's changing, it's also the workplace itself.
The future office space is going to be like nothing we've seen before, and it's going to actually cater to individual preferences instead of group preferences. So you'll walk into the office space of the future and you'll get to decide if you want to work in a kitchen, in an open office setting, take a nap in a nap room, play ping pong. Regardless of the best way in which you get work done, it doesn't really matter.
And companies who are fighting for talent need to change the way they operate. And that's what we had Dan Schawbel. That's what he had to say about how companies are trying to adapt to the needs of the millennial generation.
Companies are doing a lot of things to adapt to these upcoming generations. The first thing they're doing is learning how all the technologies are being used in order to best connect with them for recruiting purposes. The next thing is they're creating volunteer programs so they can assimilate all of these young professionals and show their impact on society and even in their local community. And then the third thing they're doing is they're taking advantage of the entrepreneurial spirit of these young workers by creating different contests and programs, almost like mini Shark Tanks at companies, in order to harness new ideas and get the millennials engaged in the work at the same time.
Part of the problem has to do with where millennials want to work, and it's not necessarily where the jobs are. It seems that most millennials are very particular about where they want to work.
Certain industries have more millennials than other industries. For instance, the big consulting companies have at least 80% of their whole employee population being millennials, whereas manufacturing and insurance industries, it's much less. And if you ask millennials the type of industries they want to work for, it goes entertainment and media first, then technology, and then all the way at the bottom is insurance and manufacturing. So those industries are really being hurt by millennial career choices. And that's why all of these industries need to really take a look and take best practices from the industries that are exciting and that millennials are interested in and use some of the same practices.